Let's do it. So come down over and onto your mats. And we're going to start off with a nice wide leg stretch. So just separate the legs, bend the knees. Take the crown of the head down. Have the legs separated just so that you can release your lower back. And then just swinging side to side, left to right. And then plant your left hand down into the ground and then open up through the right, coming into a nice rotation. And then place the right hand down, rotating and opening up through the left. Beautiful. And then heel toe your legs together and join me in a Hindi squat. Drive those knees apart. Spine nice and long. Press the knees apart and stretching through. Add a little rock left to right, right side to left side. And then we're going to start by building a little bit of heat through our upper body. So you're going to come into either kneeling or a half kneeling position, grabbing hold of your hand weights, and we're going to start with some shadow boxing just to warm up the shoulders. So we're going to be here for about a minute. So once you're ready, start pumping the arms out in front. Make sure that the core is on. If you don't have any weights, you can do this one obviously without any hand weights. Relax the shoulder blades down and just warming up. 20 seconds, pick up the pace a little bit more if you can. Nice strong arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring your arms down to the ground. You're going to have your hands directly underneath you. If you're working with a can of beans, you might like to just do one side first. Otherwise, holding onto your dumbbells in your hands. Push your hips forward. And let's start with some renegade rows. So lift and squeeze through the belly, lifting it up, lifting elbows into the side of the body, and then lengthening back out. Beautiful. If you don't have any weights here, feel free instead just to change it to a straight arm raise, straight out in front. And of course, for anyone that's ready to get their core on board, I want you up on your toes, please. Nice strong back, nice strong core. Push the hips forward. Looking good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then from here, just take your hands away from the weights just for a moment. Replant the hands back down to the ground. Push your hips back into down dog for me. And what we're going to do is we're going to be alternating between down dog, where we're going to get a nice stretch through our back, pushing ourselves forward into either plank or knee plank. a shoulder scat push-up, which is where the shoulders retract, shoulders push away, we find that high position again, and then we push back into down dog. So if you're nice and strong through the core, I want you to stay up in plank in that position. Obviously, I'm dropping down to my toes, but if you don't have the scat strength, then you might like to go down to the knees as well. So let's go. So we're going to go into down dog, roll yourself forward, scat push up, push yourself back. Round yourself forward, stay on your toes if you can, scat push up, push yourself back. Good, getting those shoulders moving. Getting the body warmed up. Good. 3 more. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Beautiful. Pick back up your weights when you're ready. Come into a kneeling position or half kneeling, whatever feels best through your knees. And then from here, we're going to come into finishing off our arm block before jumping back in and focusing in on core. So we're going to jump into a lateral raise, lifting up, coming back down. Good, nice and long through the shoulders, long through the neck. If you don't have any weights at all, you might like to change this one to a full handcuff drill, where the hands come out, we come around our back, touch them, and then come back through. Beautiful. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then sit backwards on the heels. Little angle forward, and we're going to continue with that fly, but a reverse fly. So really thinking about the middle part of your shoulder blades doing the work. Keep the neck nice and relaxed. Little angle forward. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come back up into a high kneeling position. Last exercise, we're going to do a little bit of overhead stuff. So we're going to bring the arms up, palms in, open up through the arms, press above your head, arm press, pull them back into a Y, close them back down. Circle to open, drive above, come back down and through. If you don't have any weights at all, you might like to change this one to a polar press, where Keep taking the crown of the head down to the ground and then driving straight back up and through. Keep those arms nice and wide. Glide them through. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. And then coming down onto your back, let's start our ab work. So starting off on your back, let's start off with some toe taps just to warm up through the back. Anyone that's feeling like toe taps is just a little bit too hard through their core. So toe taps, we've got our feet up, knees over hips, lengthening out through the heel, tapping down. Start when you're ready, breathing through the nose, out through the mouth. Instead, start with lift foot, where we're lifting one foot and changing it over. So up to you, whichever one you find will be a bit more accessible for you today. Toe taps or lift foot. So I'm obviously doing lift foot, just getting those TAs working. Keep the head down. Ten more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. And then take your arms out to the sides of your body like the letter T. Bring both legs up to tabletop and squeeze your knees together for me. We're going to rotate our knees over towards the camera. Pull them in nice and tight. And then rotating back to center and then over to the other side. So this is called pendulum. Great one to be getting your obliques warmed up. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now to progress this one on, we lift the top leg up, we extend the foot, we bring it back to the middle, we rejoin them back together, and then we go to the other side. Beautiful. Last 2. And 1. Beautiful. All right, let's advance these abs. I'm going to be mostly just demonstrating. So you're going to lift up the legs, and then from here, take the arms behind the neck. You're going to twist over to the right, and then over to the left. Over to the right, over to the left, keeping the legs up in the air. So let's keep going with that one. Legs up. Breathing out as you twist. Beautiful. Stretch those feet right up towards the ceiling for me. Excellent. Let's start a countdown for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into single straight leg stretch. Either take the head down or keep the head elevated. One leg is going to come down and you're going to switch those legs over. Okay, breathing in and then breathing out. Once again, I'm watching. You're doing a great job. Lift the head if you can. Keep the legs nice and straight. Breathe in. Breathe out on the change. Breathe in. Breathe out on the change. Careful that you're not hanging into your hip flexors. You want to be making sure that your core is what's doing the work. Beautiful. Nice long legs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to pick up the pace nice and fast. Set those legs. Nice quick changeovers for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then hug your knees into your body. Give your back a little bit of a roll. We're not quite done with abs yet. I want you to keep hold of your left knee and extend the right leg out. I want you to lift up through your upper body. Take the head and shoulders up and off the ground. And then from here, we're going to change those legs over. Take our hands to the right side. Breathe in. Take the hands to the left. Breathe out. 1, 2, and change. 1, 2, and change. 1, 2, and change. 1, 2. Good. Keep going through this sequence. Pulling the knee into the body, keeping the abs on. See if you can lift your upper body just that little bit further up and off the ground. Pull down through your abdomen, pull down through your belly, pull your rib cage in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then last ab exercise, circle your hands back around so that you're cradling your head in your hands. Lift the legs back up into tabletop for me. Stretch the right leg out. Lift up through the upper body at the same time. And we're going to twist our left elbow, our right elbow over towards our left knee. So from here, we're going to come into crisscross. We're going to change to the other side where the right knee comes in, the left elbow comes around, and change. Breathe in and change. Breathe in and change. Nice and slowly. Make sure that when you're bringing those knees back in, that the knee does not come back in over the hip. Keep going for me. Good. Nice and slow. Breathe in and change. Really use that air to pull the tummy in. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Plant your feet back down to the ground for me. And let's start warming up through our glutes. So roll those hips underneath you. Push your hips up towards the sky. Come up into a bridge. And then back down. Let's start with double leg bridges. Focus on the hips and the ribs coming up at the same time. Squeezing that tushy in and underneath you. Pressing up off the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Take hold of your left leg. Pop your knees together. Knees tight. Left leg extended. Drop the hips down and press through. For 10, 9. Only pressing off the right leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the very top. Take the left leg out to the side of the body and then bring it back in. So you're sweeping it out, sweep back in. Using the core, using your glutes. Hips off the ground, sweep out, sweep in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Take your legs back down to your mat this time. Heel toe them so that they're quite wide apart, at least the distance of your mat, and come back into our bridges. Double leg before we jump over onto the other side. So nice and wide, driving up, coming back down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, beautiful, 3, 2, and 1. Heel toe those legs back together. Extend the right foot this time. Push up through the left. Glue those knees together. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's a small movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the hips high. Sweep the leg out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. From here, come back in, place your knees together, your feet together, finishing off our abs in this position. We're going to push ourselves up and off the ground while we're crazy gluing our legs together. Little squeeze through the inner thigh you might feel. Driving through for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Roll yourself over so you're in a kneeling position. Coming up. And then from here, we're going to take our right hand down to the ground. Our left leg extends out long. Our left arm extends above us. And we're going to continue working our glutes and then transition into some more abdominal work. So from here, we're going to lift that leg, top leg up and off the ground, and bring it back down. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little tiny leg circles are next. Tracing the inside of a basketball with your foot. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from here, holding the leg up high, and we're going to beat it just the very top range. So push, 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 push. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Really stretch out here. Let's get a nice little stretch to the side of our body. Take the left arm right up overhead. Drop the left leg down and onto the ground. And just have a beautiful stretch here. Just enjoy it for a moment. Big breath. Breathe into the side of your rib cage. And then breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. And then come down and join me on your elbow. Where's my boy? Where is he? Hello. Come down onto your elbow. Ooh, is that Thomas? You want to sit down and play with Thomas here?
Sit down, Baba.
You can sit down. And then from here, not on my belly, then from here you're going to jump up into a side plank, whichever variation you can do. At the moment it's sort of hard to see, but I am on my knee. If you want to come up onto both blades of your feet, you can. Let's start with a nice little hold. Make sure your hips are stacked directly on top of each other. Beautiful work. And then if you're up for a little challenge, I want you to lift the top leg up and off the ground again, and let's hold it for another 20 seconds or so, 20. Belly in. You should look like a little star. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, thanks, Bubba. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good job. And then from here, we're going to come into a side plank crunch. So again, this one's going to be a hard one for me to demonstrate, especially when my baby has my leg. Can I have my leg back? Oh, you can have it back in just a second. Okay, so take the hands to the ears and then come back up and have, thanks, Dad. Have the legs stacked. And what you're going to do is with your hips up and off the ground, you're going to bring this bottom leg in and out, okay? So imagine that my bottom hip is up off the ground here. Bottom leg comes in, bottom leg comes out, okay? I don't have the stability to demonstrate this one properly to get the hips up, but you're crunching in while you're holding your weight through this inner thigh. Now, if you want a regression, please follow me. So instead, we're going to do hip dips if you'd like to join this one, okay? So up and down. Otherwise, you're coming into those beautiful little side crunches where the bottom leg is crunching in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Hopefully that explanation actually made sense. Let's come over to the other side. We'll finish it off. So we've got our half kneeling series first. So take the left hand down. The right leg comes out. I'm just going to put my dumbbell back on my mat just so it stops rolling up on me. Stay. All right, nice long body team. Let's go. Lift that leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then teeny tiny little circles. Control that hip, control the belly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Top range pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stretch. This one's been my favorite exercise of the morning. Big breath into the side of the waist. Big breath out. Big breath in. Oh, hi. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right, we're coming back into our side planks. So come down and join me. Sky has some train. Oh, good boy. All right, so from here, either modified side plank or top range side plank. Your choice. Holding up. Either toes or knees. Is that what you wanted to do? You want to sit down and do this one with me? You want to lay down? Yeah? Good boy. Sit down. So we're just holding here. Good boy.
Daddy.
That lasted, didn't it? Okay. Hold it up. Let's go, girls. 20 seconds. Guys, pumped. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, I forgot to say, lift your leg. We'll do another 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take off. All right, from here, we've got our side plank crunches. So, depending on how strong you're feeling before, it's both legs up the bottom leg comes in, we're crunching through, or you're with me and we're doing our hip raises. Driving up, this one, coming back down. Bring your back and point up and give your kick 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work, team. Coming into a seated position, cross those legs out in front of you. Just have a little stretch out long on your mat, fingertips reaching away. So when you're crossing these legs, careful you're not tucking them up too much or too close to your body. Beautiful. And then find yourself into pigeon. So take one leg across your mat and take the other leg back behind you. So we're getting a nice little stretch out through those glutes that I can definitely feel like I've worked this morning. Bringing your body down and onto the mat. Let's just take a nice full minute here, stretching out, big breath. Sending that stretch all the way down and into your hip. If it's feeling okay, bring your whole body down. Just relax into it. Little wiggle backwards and forwards if that makes this stretch just that bit more bearable or helps to release the muscles. And then changing over to the other side for me, team. When you're ready. One leg goes across your body. The other leg comes out nice and long. Pressing down and into the hip. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. And then coming up into a 4-point position. Take a nice big breath in. Coming into a nice full cat. Try and get both the middle part of your spine and the lower part of your spine moving. Take a really big breath in to your back, filling up the space. And then full breath out, curling up towards the ceiling. Couple of nice big circles with your tailbone. Rocking backwards and forwards to your knees. Beautiful, and we'll finish off with some shoulders and neck stretches as well. So take your legs, cross them over, interlace the fingers, push the arms out in front of you, Round through the shoulders and breathe into your back. Take the chin down. And then take the arms, take them behind you, interlace those fingers. Press the shoulders together. Try and lift through the chest. Give your neck a little stretch out. So 3, 2, 1, and then holding onto the neck. Pulling it over to the right side. And then over towards the left. And then just a little bit of movement just by yourself, rolling that neck around. Take the chin down to the chest, and then look up at the sky. Chest to sky. And then last one, look over your shoulder as far as you can go, and then over to the other side. Try to get as much movement in that neck muscle as you can. Beautiful. And we're all done today, guys. Thank you for putting up with Thomas the Tank and my son. I'm going to stop recording over on Zoom.